She's just a girl and she's on fire, hotter than a fantasy, lonely like a highway. She's living in a world and it's on fire.
I'm Farine Duca,
I'm Natalie Brown.
and we're both freshmen.
Hi, I'm Catherine Gregory. I'm a junior. I'm Gracie Pilot, also a junior.
My name is Mia Murillo, and I'm a sophomore.
Hi, I'm Ms. Gaston, and I teach Algebra 2 and Geometry.
My name is Paxton. I graduated from St. John's in 2015, and I'm now a junior at the University of Southern California.
I'm Lindsay, and I'm in 10th grade.
I'm Sarah. I'm in 11th grade.
Hi, I'm Miss Kerr. I teach calculus and pre-calculus, and I'm a graduate of St. John's.
Hi, I'm Sukla. I'm a senior.
Mia Ferris, 10th grade.
I'm Caroline Walsh. I'm a proud 2014 SJS graduate, and I'm about to graduate from Colgate University with a degree in neuroscience and about to start work at the National Institute of Health in DC.
Hi, I'm Lauren Schwartz. I'm a junior.
And I'm Grace Mang. I'm also a junior.
I am an SJS alum, and we did not exist when I was a student here. I remember the attitude at the time being that women were now equal to men, so stop talking about it.
I cannot tell you how much I wish that we had existed while I was a student here.
We was founded while I was in high school at St. John's. Miss Johnson West was my advisor, and she was the sponsor. I joined pretty much immediately. When I was applying to St. John's, I can remember being told about WE and being immediately excited about it.
The first Raven I went to was the big sister, little sister thing.
Yeah, I think the first one I went to was like a lunch party.
We Big Sis thing last year.
I didn't really go to a lot of WE events or meetings as a freshman or sophomore, but I started going to a lot more as a junior and as a senior, and I'm so glad I did because I found a great community.
My favorite thing about WE is the Big Sis Little Sis program because it helps create friendships between girls of different grades who might otherwise never had the chance to interact with each other. This program has greatly improved my high school experience because of the great friendships I've made.
I think my favorite meeting, it's always been the Galentine's meeting because there's so much love there and everyone just really appreciates each other. To me, we means getting to meet all the other girls that go to our school and getting to know them in a different way, outside of the classroom, and get to know why they're all so nice and unique, and I would have no other way to meet them otherwise. I would second that.
I think it really helped me come into the high school better and form new bonds.
And in general, just uplifting fellow girls and empowering them to be their best selves instead of, regarding them as competition or anything.
It really offers a space for females to talk and for there to be special guests, and that really is important to take the next step to make sure we're empowered in the community.
One of the coolest parts about WE is that we all have such varied interests, but we can come together and talk about what we're passionate about and have really thoughtful discussions that we don't really get to have in class.
I was so excited to have a space to learn about and to talk about women's issues.
I think WE is a community and a forum to receive information that is usually pretty difficult to receive and be transparent about.
Our favorite part about WE is the community it creates for girls in the upper school.
From the post-it notes in the bathrooms to the Big Sis, Little Sis program to the speakers that WE brings in to talk about important issues in today's society that affect women. Seeing Lizzie Panel Fletcher was super cool. Hearing about her experience as a woman running for office was just really interesting.
I will never forget going to Austin my junior year with WE to lobby for sex trafficking legislation. It showed me that in a society that systematically tries to silence women's voices, we can promote change if we use our given rights to free speech and voting.
For me to have had a community of like-minded young women that I could have shared ideas and experiences with, for me to have a place where feminist was not considered a bad word, and for me to have a space where I could have felt comfortable being a leader would have been so extremely valuable.
There's something to be said about taking part in an organization whose main message and mission is the empowerment of women.
The impact of WE on my college experience and life moving forward was recognizing the importance and strength of female friendships, as well as seeking out other communities that will give me similar information and provide similar resources.
WE meant a lot to me because it was the first place where I learned really the power of women supporting other women and the impact that can have on just the world around us. This year, I was so fortunate to be a part of a 12-woman team who put on an incredible summit called USC Own It. We had over 500 attendees, 122 speakers, and 50 corporate sponsors. And we had people like Lisa Kudrow and Ali Webb and Shabnam Mugharbi and women who are leaders in all of their fields come and talk to students and people from the community.
Even though I'm a STEM major here at Colgate, I've immersed myself in several women's studies courses, have participated in protests against sexual assault, have supported several of my friends who are survivors, and have helped found a group that promotes inclusivity in the STEM field.
To be able to pull off something like that is something that I barely still believe, but to have that foundation in We that really taught me that I can be a leader and I can achieve these things. It was one of the greatest days of my life, and I'm so thankful that We gave me that background.
While college has provided me with the platform and the terminology to define these social changes, it was We that ultimately guided me along this path, empowering my passions and introducing me to women both older and younger than me that still inspire me to this day.
I've always dreamed about coming back to work at St. John's and getting to start a women's studies club. So you can imagine how excited I was last year when I started working here and found that not only did such a group already exist, but that it was one that's so well attended and so well respected, that it's so empowering for its members and so positive of a force throughout the St. John's community.
It's just been nice knowing that there's like a group of women on campus that you can like go talk to, and knowing that there's that support system is really just helpful.
There are a lot of issues that girls face, especially going through high school, that they need to like lean on each other for support, that I know that a lot of the boys can't really understand these problems and stuff, so it's good to have this community there.
We emboldened me to push for success in a male-dominated field, taught me to always fight for what I believe is right, and to always push for gender equality.
Girls have a safe space on campus where we feel loved and supported.
Such a good vibe and positive energy, and everyone's so supportive. It's really sweet.
It's contributed greatly to my St. John's experience, and especially being able to serve as one of the leaders alongside some of the most amazing women that I've been able to meet.
I'm so proud that the school is still giving the opportunity to young women to continue those discussions and to continue to raise awareness for women's issues.
While We is a group for empowering other women, I encourage everyone to educate themselves on these issues, maybe take a women's studies class in college, and to work to empower one another so that we all have an equal chance to achieve our dreams.
It's important to recognize that the concept of women's empowerment is new. We is keeping alive the work of so many women who have fought for the rights that I have now. There is more work to be done, and the young women of We are on the front lines.
I'm proud to be a We leader because I think we make a positive impact in our community.
She's not backing down.